raise my voice to the sky. Oh, liberty, shout for the free, let it ring you the cry. I'm gonna fight it on out, fight for you and me. Lift up, lift up, hear me singing now what we're battling for, living free and brave now and evermore. On hallowed grounds where our forefathers trod, marching on to the beat of our heart's resolve. We're breaking these chains, oh history's embrace. Rising up, standing tall for our rights in the light or the storm, holding tight to the truth that our spirits adorn.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was grabbing everybody's recipes, and I looked up and it's like, oh, timer's already gone. That's fast, really fast.
And
Well,
we're
that's
live.
because we're live. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of recipes this week. This is gonna be a fun one to go over. Actually, it's gonna be a fun week. I'm looking forward to this. I'm down to K-hole right now.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. No, K-hole was the first one, last one from last week. Okay. But anyway, a straight vaping's recipe from Tuesday. Anyways, how is everybody? I see we had a hippie first, and speaking of hippie, we have a sore but happy hippie today.
Yeah,
How you doing, buddy?
Sleepy hippie.
hanging in there. Just sore. Getting around though. Hell yeah. I'll
Getting
be
around
all right.
already, so yeah, it won't be long. You'll be running marathons, jumping buildings, a single bound.
This is the first day I've sat at my desk since surgery, so I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So has a little happy sleepy hippie back there stayed glued to your hip again this time?
Man, he knew something was up. He was just, I took a picture of him put with his head on my face. Just the whole time he just wants to be on me, near me. He puts his head on me. Yeah, he's been a real sweetheart.
Then you see who's number 2 in the chat. I haven't seen Lethal Coils in a while. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. And Bob owns 2 lows in the chat. Domino's rewards for Bob's home 2 low. Okay, apparently. Dusty Country Road. Stephen Lane. Buster
Yo.
Bell. This hippie vapes again.
What is going on?
Lady Liberty. Echo Dub. Hey, Echo Dub.
Guess I can't comment.
Thank you, Echo
There
Dub.
we go.
DJ. Hey, straight vaping right there. And Rocky Tooney. So yeah, it's a good day. No, I haven't seen Lethal in a while. Hasn't been in chat in a while. It's good to see him.
I mean, I haven't seen him say anything since then, and I did say hi to him, so he might have left.
He might have left, but I mean, still, even if he's not here, still, it's good to see him.
Yeah.
Watching the replay.
Yeah.
Been a little while. Last I saw the picture of him, he has getting a new motorcycle, an 1100 Kawasaki. It's a bit much for starting off, but okay, have fun. Be careful. Yeah, I'm actually making the cookie I talked about on Tuesday. That's what I'm making. Definitely the one I want. The raspberry cheesecake cookie from Subway. Anybody had those before? I love them. Trying to see if I can make it.
Not as good as the cookies I used to do at Subway.
Yeah.
Always has to fall down.
Listen, I worked there, so when I made the cookies, I would take one of the raspberry cheesecake cookies, one of the M&M cookies, and one of the double chocolate cookies, and I would mash them together and cook it for myself.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It was delicious.
My ex was a manager of Subway for a while. Cookies are good, man. I like the white chocolate macadamia nut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those ones. those ones as well.
I see straight vaping. CJ actually made a cookie that's very similar to mine. It's with the regular chocolate chip one.
What
Made a fucking
macadamia?
Dunkaroo, which excites the living shit out of me.
What macadamia are you using, Steve-O?
No, I'm talking about the actual cookies.
Oh,
I was gonna ask if there was a macadamia nut.
there is one. I have it somewhere, and
There is.
it's
There
not
is. It's
the
not
best. in the
great.
world.
Yeah.
See,
I would love to make the white chocolate macadamia.
about a year ago, I think it was, Swaggy was talking about doing a macadamia nut, but he never released one,
Yep.
which is a shame because I bet he would have done a good one.
Was it Flavor Art that did the macadamia nut, or was it VTA? I can't remember. I'll check right now. I'm
Please,
just looking at
please,
that.
please be flavor art.
I think it might have been
Right.
VTA though, or maybe both. It might be two.
Oh.
Not showing up. What's going on here?
Mhm.
Figure this out though. Yeah, those raspberry cheesecake cookies are like delicious. When she used to work there, that's what I used to always. They always used to save the cookies at the end of the day because they couldn't do it the next day, and I'd get them. Oh, I'd down those. And what was the other one? Macadamia nut ones, right?
Yeah, the white
The other ones
chocolate
I love.
macadamia. You really like the raspberry cheesecake. Tyra and I really like the double chocolate.
I was looking
And
through
the
my.
answer to that question is, oh, there's a macadamia nut from Wonder Flavors too. That's right. There's a Flavor West. There's a white chocolate macadamia nut from 101. And yes, there's a macadamia nut VTA. That's right. It was VTA. That's the one I have. And it's not showing up in my stash, but I know I have it. I never got the one from Wonder Flavors because it wasn't at Bull City. And I don't believe it at the time. I couldn't find it in Noms either. Still need to try and grab that because that's a flavor I could really get behind. But from what I've heard, none of them are exactly authentic yet.
Yeah.
Can't wait till they get them there. That's always nice. Yeah, those CJ, they were addicting. Even before I met Cassie, I always get weird relationships with my servers, and I had the lady at Subway that used to do the same thing for me. The old lady there, I used to walk her home from work because she had to walk through part of town that's a little not the greatest. So if I was out over there getting Subway late at night, I would walk her home. And she always used to give me leftover cookies eventually, but I never asked her to. And VTA has one. I think VTA was the most accurate, and that's why I went after it. Supposed to be the most accurate, but it's not perfect. Anyhow, let's get into some recipes.
No, damn it.
We got hazelnut sandies here by Rocky Tooney.
Ooh.
Hazelnut flavor west at 1%. Yum. Powdered sugar 101 at 1. Shortbread cookie SSA at 3. And vanilla overload. Yeah, vanilla overlord. The gremlin at 2%. Rocky doesn't always use sweetener, remember, because there's a little sweetener in some of this. Plus, with powdered sugar, I can see it. But I have something that whatever he had me replace that with. I can't remember, but I don't have the vanilla. So he got some. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, hazelnut. Yeah, that makes sense. Hazelnut cookies here with a little powdered sugar on them. Yum. Hazelnut sandies, rich buttery cookies with a touch of nutty flavor and sweet sandy finish. I like how it's got that like clamshellish kind of cookie picture there. Kind of pulls it together to be a hazelnut sandy.
I've got a sandy cookie as well. You want me to share that one of mine next, along with that sandy cookie?
You can if you want to.
Okay. Hold on. Get over here. I love freaking cookies, man. Y'all just don't know how much I love cookies.
Got an idea.
It's one of my favorite kind of vapes. It really is. All right. Here's a pecan sandy cookie. I made this one in 2017. Bavarian cream TPA at 1%, biscuit anywhere at 1, Butter pecan silverline Capella at 1.5. Cookie flavor art for that grainy, gritty cookie type, at 1%. Peanut flavor art, 0.25. Pistachio TPA at 0.25. And sugar cookie Capella at 3. And man, I remember this one. This was a really good one. I got a lot of really nice comments on it. So, hell yeah, man. Really, really good taste. I even have a video on it and everything from way back from 2017. But yeah, 8% flavoring, not bad. Really, really good and interesting. It really nice bake. So there's that one.
Nice. So let's look at Rocky's here too. Rocky's is much simpler, but and he's got the shortbread cookie, so it's gonna be a softer cookie. Yeah. That shortbread cookie's yummy, but it's a little soft. That particular shortbread. The new Nam shortbread's got a little bit more density to it. But I still like the other one. The other one's got a nice soft texture. I'm not shy away from still picking it up, that's for sure. So we got Dusty Country Road's got an AAFL Lemon Surprise. Lemon Drop Cap, 2.6. Lemonade from LA at 1. Lemonade from VSO at 18. And Super Sweet from Cap at 1.4. Did mention the fact of making some lemonades and stuff here too, so that makes sense. This is nice country lemonade that I like at the fair. 1% WS23. Made it for MTL, but
Probably
works
for
for
the L
DTL.
recipe, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, it is probably. That's okay. We get a little ahead of ourselves here. It'll happen again. Don't worry. We'll go over it again. That actually sounds really good, though.
Happy to have you here, Tiny TJ.
Hey, good to see you.
Welcome to the live.
Heck yeah, welcome, dude.
That looks absolutely delicious.
It does. It looks really good.
That's like super saturated lemonade right there. I think I can get behind
Tiny TJ. This is
That's that lemonade that makes your lips pucker from the sweetness.
how do I spell it right? There we go.
I think Bob's watching the game.
Nah.
Oh, thought maybe he was this time again. We got Dunkaroonies.
Game's over. Game's over. Snoop Dogg actually threw out the first pitch
Oh, really?
at the Brewer Stadium today, and then he was in the booth for 3 innings with the announcers. Yeah, because he's playing a show at a casino right near the
nearby.
park tonight. So, yep.
Dunkaroonies, sorry. Cookies from Great Vaping, CJ. We got Cake Batter Dip, Flavor West at 3.5. So this is steeper. Cotton Candy Jelly Bean, Wonder Flavors at 0.5. Devon Cream from Cupcake World at 5. Graham Cracker from Real Flavors at 0.5. Shortbread Cookie SSA at 1. Super Sweet and Cap at 1. Devon Cream's gonna be nice in there too. Give you creaminess, a little darkness, like that chocolate note in there. Not really prominent, but it's there.
I used to love Dunkaroos, man.
Does that one have the chocolate note too?
They brought him back, Cassie, but
It's
they suck.
there,
They're
but I
different.
don't
I know.
get as much as some
Tried
people
some of
do.
them.
I don't
They're terrible.
get a lot of it.
Well, I know I get it from the BTA one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in that one too. Like Graham swears it's there, but I don't get a ton from it. Frosting Man, the frosting, Dunkaroos.
The
Remember
neighbor
those?
up the road had some of the newer Dunkaroos, Bob, and he dropped them off, and we tried them, and they are not as good as when I was little.
No, they're not. They're not as good.
They changed the icing, the cookies different.
Wait a minute. What did he? Oh, that's.
Cookies
I'm
almost
looking
taste like
here.
they're
What's he
stale.
got for us? Did he put in steep time for this? Because I haven't mentioned his.
It's at least a week.
Yeah, it's at least a week with that cake batter dip. Devon Cream likes a little bit of steep too, but that's just it. Well, graham cracker. I find that graham. That's what I don't have. I don't have the graham cracker flavors.
That's a good one. That's probably my favorite graham cracker.
Which one?
Real flavors.
Real flavors one.
Oh yeah. one of the only ones I don't have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fiddy told me he really
Like a
liked
week.
it, so I picked it up.
Oh, VTA has more. Yeah, VTA has more of the chocolate. I swear some people say that it's in the other one. I don't
Could I
really
have
get
it?
it. The Devon cream. Don't worry, CJ. You got on your next one coming up again too. This is the one that's similar-ish to the idea I had for mine, but he did. And he did use something in here that I actually thinking not now looking at might have actually missed out on trying to use. But cheesecake stuffed chocolate chip cookies. Cream cheese icing from LA at 1.5. Glamour chocolate from Mullenberry at 1. Madeline from Noms at 1. Honestly, I didn't even think about that one when I made the cookie. Milk chocolate from Flavor Jungle at 1.5. Pudding milk chocolate from Wonder Flavors at 2. We have a nice chocolate layer here. Puffed rice from Noms at 0.5. Guessing that's more for texture. Super sweet cap at 1. Vanilla cream extra Wonder Flavors at 1. Yes Sweet cheesecake and aware at 3. And Greek yogurt flavor West at 2.5. That pudding layer in this is gonna be good. That chocolate layer, like melted, definitely melted, like gooey like that. Little spin on my best recipe ever made. Hopefully this one's just as good. If you haven't made, I think it says made my fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, and you like chocolate chip cookies, you really should mix it up. It's outstanding. It will be my number one ADV as long as I'm vaping. Hey, that's good.
I saved that original chocolate chip. I think I'm gonna have to finally get that chocolate pudding so I can make it.
That's the one that got mentioned in the after show last week. In the after show, after we decided on to do the cookie episode, after Paul brought it up, that recipe actually got brought up, CJ. So apparently it's got a little traction.
Yep. He wanted cookies and then he can't even be here tonight because he's got to be dance dad.
Mm,
I
give
thought
me
he would
just a
at least make the
second here.
cookie. I
Give
mean,
me just a second.
I mean, we did get a recipe from him from Tuesday, so I mean that's his recipe for the year that he puts out for the show.
And
Just kidding. Just kidding.
he could have made a cookie.
Probably still hasn't mixed it up yet either.
You know what it was? He wanted everyone else to make him cookie recipe.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
sounds
plot.
about right.
the Noms Madeleine is a bit like a sponge cake with sugar cookie added. Seems pretty accurate to the description because that's what, looking up the description, that's what a Madeleine's supposed to be like. Not super buttery, but I believe there was a little tiny bit of butteriness there. It was more like get the texture. Kind of nice. I remember liking it. I just couldn't remember the notes until I went and looked.
Oh, where's my notebook?
I think that might have really worked well in mine too. I'm just trying to think if it's too dark. I don't think it was dark for mine.
Oh, here, let me pull out my handy dandy notebook here and refer to my notes.
Your handy dandy notebook.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a bunch of Steves here. So which one of you is taking on the role of Steve from Blue's Clues?
Blues. All right. Soft buttery almond cookie is what I got out of it.
All right, then you get buttery. I remember there being some butteriness, but it wasn't like overly buttery.
But I definitely got almonds. And some people didn't, but I definitely got it.
Hippie's wearing, oh, I'm wearing blue too. I'm not sure which one of us is blue, but we have several Steves to choose from.
Well, Stephen Lane is wearing blue, so I guess it's got to be him.
I was gonna say Stephen Lane, yeah, definitely has got the most blue on it.
I did 3 of them. I just did
Yeah,
2.
see.
Okay.
Oh, 2 more. I'll grab them in a minute.
Yeah, see,
I did 1 and then I did 2
the
more.
almond out of it.
Got Echo Dub here with Baba Al Rum Pescado.
Yeah.
I think that's like a rum cookie. I don't know what the Baba Al means, but Biscotti Favora at 0.25, brown sugar raw at 0.2. Yes. Butter raw VSO at 0.2. We got Jamaican rum flavor West at 2.5. Rum Baba from Wonder Flavors at 1. Sponge cake, homemade from SSA at 3.5. I really want to hear your feedback on how you like it on this.
Yeah.
Super sweet from Cap at 0.4. Yeah, I didn't get the AP like you did out of it.
I didn't get AP out of it.
I thought you got AP out of that one. Is that the one you like too?
That
Sponge
was
cake homemade?
Linda. I got nutmeg out of it like crazy.
Oh. All right, here you go. I got an actual answer. Baba rum is one of my favorite desserts. That buttery, thick cake with rum and it has to be transformed into a mere firm Italian cookie biscotti. The main star here is Flavor West Jamaican rum, although it's not the best rum flavor, is exactly the flavor that sells the mix. Then went with an amount of Wonder Flavors rum baba to add a bit more spice on top. Cookie part is made up of SSA, Flavor, and a bit of VSO. Will Knox, the ship in the storm. Can't listen to it right now. I almost clicked on it. Gotta remember, can't do that on a live. Can't do that on live. I always want to just click them when I go through 'em. Oh, Bob, you like it on the way to work? The last song that came on the radio was before I got to work.
Was it?
Their most popular song ever.
Where did it go?
Under the Bridge or Californication?
Nope,
By the way,
from Blood Sugar Sex Magic, the original. Give it away.
that's
There
from.
is.
I thought that was from
Blood
Blood
Sugar.
Sugar Sex Magic.
No, it's
It
by the
is.
way. I think
No, it's on Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Californication.
No,
Is it?
it's on Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Give it away is. But I came on this morning. It just made me think of it when we were talking. I saw music. And I thought of you. I was like, yep, I would be happy.
It's been so long since I actually listened to one of their albums. I just listened to their live shit, man. Besides for Stadium Arcade.
I just had sponge cake and rum. Yeah, I think I've had something similar, but it wasn't the same name.
So the homemade sponge cake, because I haven't actually told you what my notes are at all. Still, I mean, I
For
got
what?
a nice light sponge cake with nutmeg, like tons of nutmeg.
Oh, is that the brand new SSA that we haven't?
Yeah, it could
We
use
still
a
got.
touch of cream and some butter to me, but I like it because to me it really tastes like the old-fashioned donuts I used to make with my gram when I was little. It's just got that nutmeg and that sponginess to it. There was two really nostalgic flavors in this release.
Yeah, we still got to do that, and that's because Lady Liberty had to make a trip to the doctor this week and unscheduled trip, so we didn't get the video out, the ranked video out here. Both of our notes on it. We'll get that done ASAP. It'll be done tomorrow by tomorrow. We'll have plenty of time by then.
Yeah.
That looks really good though, Ekadub. I want to know how that turned out. Danish butter cookies is one of my favorite whales. Oh, we're into Hippie's recipes. I found Hippie's recipe. Hippie, you want to grab yours and just go over them all? Because I know I think I'm missing one of them anyway.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. Let's see. All right. Share screen. All right. Butterscotch cookie from 2021. Really tasty ass recipe here. Butterscotch flavor at 1.5, caramel flavor at 1/4, cookie flavor at 2%, custard premium at 1 1/4, sugar cookie at 1, and super sweet at 1/4. Really tasty recipe right there. Good one. All right. Then I did ginger butterscotch cookie, and this version 2 from 2018. And I would actually probably change it now because I have some newer flavorings and stuff. But back then it was acetylpyrazine, 5% TPA at 1/4 for that graininess. Bavarian cream TPA at 1%. This is in there to help blend all this together. It's like an emulsifier pretty much. Brown sugar TPA at 0.5, butterscotch flavor west at 3, cereal 27 Capella to help with the graininess of the cookie at 0.5%. Cookie flavor art 2.5 because it has that grainy type cookie texture. Ginger nature flavors at 0.5%. That's a really, really good ass ginger. And so is ginger raw from VSO. My God, they taste almost exactly alike, both of them. Graham cracker clear TPA at 0.5 and salty caramel flavor west at 1. 14-day steep. And there's a video on it too. That's a good one. All right, simple peanut butter cookie. 2018. Like I said, I love my damn cookie vapes for real. Acetylpyrazine 5%, TPA at 0.1%. It's like 1 drop, maybe 2 drops, you know. Brown sugar TPA at 0.5, butter TPA at 0.5, cookie flavor art at 2, cotton candy ethyl maltol TPA at 0.5%, peanut butter flavor at 1, and sugar cookie Capella at 2. All right, there's that one. Then the one I made today, which is really, really tasty already, lemon shortbread cookie. Butter cookie raw VSO at 1, butter raw VSO at 1/4, cookie premium flavor art at 1, lemon flavor express at 1, lemon Sicily 1.5, shortbread cookies wonder flavors at 2, and super sweet Capella at 0.5. And you see, I used 2 bakery lemons pretty much. This is really, really spot on for this type of cookie. I say in about 3 days, it's going to be really, really good. The lemon is already calming down since I've mixed it at about 12 o'clock today. So that's about 6.5 hours ago, and it's already calming down a lot. So this is going to be a really, really tasty recipe right there. I put 3 days steep on it, and there's my picture for that one.
I was looking at that one. I like the little flower on top. It's just big.
It's
I
pretty.
thought that was a butterfly at first.
I'm a flower sniffing hippie, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steven's next. So, do you want to grab him or you want me to?
No, you're good. You're good. Black and blue cookie monster. Blueberry extra TPA. Oh, where'd you go? Jumping around on me. Blueberry extra TPA at 4%. Boysenberry flavora at 1.5. Cookie crumble at 3%. Cookie premium flavor art at 1.2. Wait, on scroll up. Happened to my thing.
I'll scroll up. I'll scroll up. There.
Lag. Okay, there we go. Cream cheese icing, Lorenz at 1.5. Custard premium flavor art 2%. I guess that's Mora blackberries, what they say, right? Mora.
Mora blackberry from Wonder Flavors. Yeah, it's a little bit of a floral, little floral.
Yeah. And then sweetness at 0.5 for sweet taste. That one is pretty good. It's got something in there that I wanted to remove, but I couldn't pick out what it was, so I just left it alone because it was good enough.
2 black eyes and a fat lip. What the frick? And, it's probably your Mora blackberry that you're gonna realize is gonna be a little floral. You either you have to accept that one.
Something was weird, and I couldn't tell if it was the boysenberry or something. I was like, I can't place what it is.
That Mora blackberry's got some serious floralness, so it's delicious, but you have to like floral.
Yeah, and I mean the vape is excellent. It's really good. So I was like, I'll just leave it alone.
Deeps down. I'm muted.
Steeps down some, yeah, it does steep down, but at first, for sure, it's gonna be very floral forward. And it still stays somewhat floral. I actually kind of like it. It's not a bad blackberry. It's just like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of those fresh ones you pick. This might have, sometimes you get them when they're fresh off the vine and they are a little floral still. Just
It's
reminds
got
me
a
of
green something to it. A green plant taste to it. It's a salad.
the salad.
So
Ah,
for Poppy.
He's smoking
You-
pork butts who's traveling to Kerplot.
oh, wait a
cool
minute. These are, I'm looking, I'm thinking they're the same one. They're not the same. Steve-O got sneaky here. Ah, Steve-O.
Yeah. All the.
There's Steve-O in here. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got to get these two for you. Do you want to bring them up or do you want me to? You're
Oh,
probably.
I got them ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to try peanut butter and jelly cookies. However, we'll get into it a little bit more later, but like, some people like strawberry jelly, some people prefer grape jelly. So this is
Mhm.
the grape. Butter, cream, peanut butter, Wonder flavors at 1%, cookie crumble cap at 3%, grape candy TPA at 2.25, grape soda flavor West at 2.25, peanut butter from Noms at 1%, peanut butter cookie from Perillum at 2%, and the strawberry jam from Noms at 1%, super sweet Perillum at a half.
Why do you have the strawberry in there with the grapes? What is it doing?
I think that strawberry helps sweeten purple grapes up a bit and helps hold them up personally, but it's also helping to jam them up some because it's the strawberry jam. It's actually the first time I've used strawberry jam in a mix. In past recipes, I would use one-on-one, but I wanted to try the Noms. And I left it in there because I adapted this from the strawberry version. But here, I'll just switch over to the strawberry and then I'll kind of explain the thought process. So peanut butter and jelly cookie strawberry, everything is pretty much the same except if you take out the grapes, the strawberry jam from Noms is at 1.5 instead of 1, and I use the new Shisha strawberry from Cap at 3. I hadn't used peanut butter cookie from Perillum in a long time, and last time I tried to use it, I went with the median, which is just way too high. It's way too high. It's way too dry to run at 4%, and I found like cutting it in half is much better for my taste. And I wanted to beef that up with the cookie crumble because the buttery note that I get from cookie crumble all the way up at 3%, it just screams peanut butter to me. So I try to lean into that butter by building out the peanut butter. The buttercream and the Noms. Again, this is the first time I used the Noms peanut butter also, but I seen Rocky using that pairing and I thought, why not try it? I've always stuck with like a lot of the same peanut butters in the past, typically TFA peanut butter DX with a little bit of SSA peanut butter. And I just wanted to try something new and see how it turned out. And I figured since peanut butter cookie Perillum is kind of dry, cookie crumble it's buttery, but it's crumbly. I wanted to counter it by doing like peanut butter and jelly, hoping that like those jellies, you know, got rid of some of that dryness. And I'm just trying to find a balance here. I really, really like the grape. I'm not so sure on the strawberry yet. They both absolutely need a steep. Like I can vape cookie crumble at like 1 to 1.5% off the shake, but up at 3%, I really need to wait for it to calm down. So right now because I just mixed them like a couple hours ago. Like the jams, like the jelly aspects of them are great as expected. I get a nice amount of peanut butter, but everything's all kind of racy. It really needs to settle down. I'm gonna give it at least a week for sure. So yeah, I did one for the grape people and one for the strawberry people. I'm more of a grape myself, but I've been wanting to try a strawberry peanut butter and jelly for a while.
Mhm.
So yeah,
It's hard to get that defining line sometimes between the peanut butter and the jelly, though.
I think I got
In a
everybody.
vape, in vape,
yeah. And I can never
they
get
they
the
bleed they bleed a little bit sometimes. That's the biggest issue.
yeah.
But no,
And
I mean that
Um,
new Noms that might be the right choice with the that peanut butter frosting. That we use the peanut
yeah,
butter frosting.
yeah.
And
The
Rocky
the peanut
approves
butter
the
buttercream.
cookie crumble in a peanut butter cookie. He said it
Yeah,
sounds like it would
Yeah,
work good.
yeah. I've done a couple peanut butter like peanut butter and marshmallow type of cookies in the past, and I really love how they came out with. For a while, I was just doing tons of peanut butter mixes.
Dude, I just ran out of my cookie crumble.
Yeah,
We had
I
an emergency.
did. I did do another one. I had to stop sharing and reshare because for some reason I get like this control bar at the top of my screen that won't go away and I can't
gets right
click
in the
on
way. Gets right
I
in the way.
can't
Yes.
I don't know how to make it go away. Like sometimes it drops off and a lot of times it stays, but um I did do another mix and it's kind of like a personal mix for myself that I did uh off like an adaptation off of Cassie's birthday recipe.
Yeah.
The chocolate raspberry thumbprint cookies, medicine flower version. Uh so that was boysenberry flavora at a half, chocolate doish flavora at 1%, cookie crumble cap at 1%, dark chocolate medicine flower at 0.75, the Madeline Noms at 2%, powdered sugar one-on-one at 1%, raspberry gummy candy Wonder Flavors at 2%, raspberry jam from Noms at 1.5%, super sweet Perillum at 0.6, and since I was already using medicine flower, I decided to throw in the wild raspberry medicine flower at a half. And the wild raspberry, these two raspberries and the boysenberry, that's the jam filling that's in my raspberry donut remix. Like I said, there's the picture there. Adapted this off of Cassie's birthday recipe because in that one I used the Noms dark chocolate, which I don't have. I did order it, but I don't have it yet, and I got impatient, and I did get medicine flower dark chocolate in house, so we rolled with that, and it's really freaking tasty. Um, I feel like it's gonna need to steep. Maybe not quite as long as like those peanut butter ones. I'm gonna give it a couple days and try it again, but I definitely can't wait because even so far it's freaking delicious. It's a nice milky chocolate like with a nice cookie bakery edge to it and raspberry jam filling. I love the way this raspberry jam filling has worked in every bakery I've tried it in so far.
Delicious flavor. In
Mhm.
mine.
And this version, Cassie's doesn't have the wild raspberry in it, so the jam is a little bit brighter, or quite a bit brighter actually than the original version. Um, but that medicine flower, it really helps the raspberry continue to push through a steep when you add it to that jam.
I was all excited and ready to tell Tim I needed the medicine flower dark chocolate, and then you got to that medicine flower wild raspberry. We don't have it. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Once the noms come, so I'm gonna mix the original too.
The original was really, really good.
I'm mixing mine up while everybody's going over theirs, but we got I love the name of this one, Steven.
We got a cat.
Oh, the other one? Yeah.
Yeah, we got you got two more, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got two more.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah, it
love the
definitely
name.
goes
I love the
Rocky.
name on this one. The Space Peach Cookie.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that sounds good.
I was gonna call it Outer Limits cookie, but I don't know. It's a apricot TPA at 3%, cookie crumble at cap at 3%, cookie premium FA at 1.2, Saturn Peach Flora 2.5, and then sweetened to taste. That one's really good. With the apricot and that Saturn Peach go together really good.
Scroll down. Is there a picture? Yep. Oh, that's an awesome picture, actually. That's cool.
I spend more time looking for a freaking picture than I do making a recipe.
That's funny.
And then I ran out of my cookie crumble, so now I got to order some more.
Oh no, I can't run over.
Hey,
Cookie
that's
Crumble.
never a problem in our house because Tim kept forgetting to put it in ELR, so he kept ordering it. So we have like 6 bottles of it,
All right, you can send me one.
varying size. Dumbass.
You have a better
Duchess.
chance of getting that cookie crumble from them than you do Lembas bread and that Jungle Flavors cookie one shot.
That's true. That's true.
Well, the longest bread, yes, because we threw that away.
Yeah, that's a good reason for that too. Don't worry, Steven, you got more.
Got mail.
Steven went cookie crazy.
Cookie crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all kinds of stuff to make cookie. Caramel butter pecan cookie. This one is real good, but it has a steep out. Butter pecan flavor west at 4%. Butter pecan pie, Wonder Flavors at 2.5. Caramel butter Wonder Flavors at 1.5. Cookie crumble again at 3. Cookie premium at 1.2, and a sweetened to taste.
That
And we
sounds
got a
good.
picture here too. Nice picture of some cookies. Yummy
I need to
cookies.
get some sugar cookie flavorings.
Mm.
I have to build my cookie out better, but
Yeah, I need more sugar cookie cap too, Tim.
Yeah, you can't
Do
go
you?
wrong with Capella sugar
What?
cookie.
You can't have more chap sugar free. We only have a big ass bottle. I thought about a big bottle.
you said
Pretty sure.
Capella.
Yeah, you
Sugar
just got to
cookie?
refill my bottle.
I was gonna say I think we have a huge bottle of it. So.
I think I have that on here.
Good.
Actually.
It's a great go-to
Mm.
cookie.
It's from Capella, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't have that one on here.
See, and Bobby, you want to share? Or you want me to share?
Good share.
You can or I can.
You can just
Okay.
refresh it. So I put a
Oh, you refresh? Okay, we'll refresh and see what you changed. All right.
all right. Lemon glazed cream cheese cookie. Something I found online. Looked interesting. So fuck yeah. Cookie butter, Wonder Flavors at 1/2. Cream cheese from Swaggy at 1.5. Lemon FE at 1. Lemon from VSO at 0.75. Just trying to get some of the rind in there because his original lemon does have some rind. I just want some zest to it. Powdered sugar 1-on-1 at 0.75. Sugar cookie from Cap at 2.5. And sweetness Flavora at 1/2. Then you get a picture. You get the actual recipe for those cookies right below the picture. And then Chili Peppers playing Give It Away on Howard Stern, which
Yeah,
is
there it is.
the
Is that the
most.
one you were talking about?
Yeah, it's the one I put in our chat. That's their best performance of that.
Those cookies look delicious.
They're just in the Howard Stern studio, man, and they go fucking crazy.
Oh, Howard Stern had a hell of a nice studio, though. Really did. Then I suppose we'll have to let Lady Liberty do all her 16 million cookies.
This was
Baba
just
Booey.
like a year
3.
and a half ago.
You might as well start with your pumpkin.
Okay. You shared them, right?
Nope. Well, you want me to, I can, but I thought I'd let you could scroll.
No, that's fine. I can do it. Da, 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 da. All right. So they had talked about doing an adapted version of the pumpkin cookie I did before that Demilin was asking about Saturday or Tuesday. So I did the cookie butter Wonder Flavors at 1. VSO pumpkin, I dropped that down to 3. Added the pure pumpkin at 7. And then sugar cookie from Cap at 3 and super sweet Perillum at 1. And then I thought they were cute, so I had to use that picture. But yeah, so that's that
Those
one.
two are conjoined.
Huh?
Those 2 pumpkins are conjoined.
They are. It's AI. And then I did a lemon raspberry cookie. So I did butter raw VSO at 1, cookie butter from Wonder Flavor at 1, lemon juicy flavor jungle at 1.5, lemon raw VSO at 1, premium raspberry SSA at 1, sugar cookie cap at 3, super sweet Perillum at 1, and wild raspberry cap at 2. And
You couldn't get it to not put real raspberries in.
I know, it's so annoying. It's so annoying it
it's
does that.
annoying, but it still looks freaking delicious, and I can't wait till I can mix them. I haven't mixed this or the pumpkin one yet because I'm out of base. Tim's gonna mix me up some, and I'll mix it up like probably tomorrow or something. This one, however, I have mixed, and I just tried it, and it's really good. So it's a peanut butter cookie, butter cookie raw VSO at 1, butter raw VSO at 1, caramel butter from Wonder Flavor at 1.5,
Yeah.
peanut butter cookie Perillum at 4, sugar cookie from Wonder Flavor at 2, and super sweet Perillum at 1. And then 2.
Caramel butter goes awesome in peanut butters.
Yeah.
That just works.
I mean, I have like a ton of other cookies, but they're old and I mean, they were good, but whatever.
I pulled up a few old ones too, just to have on deck.
Just trying to find that one. I remember that one. That was actually.
Well, while he's looking, that crazy kiwi key lime milkshake that I made for the K episode Tuesday, I don't know if I love it or I hate it. It's really weird. Tim didn't like it, but it's just really weird. Sometimes you get like the super strong lemon and sometimes you get like a super strong kiwi. But I don't know.
I
Sometimes
just
I take it, it's
got
like
like a
and
weird
I don't
blended.
know, and then sometimes it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. But
Yeah, I did like a strawberry kiwi limeade a few weeks ago. And it's not really a limeade. It's like more like a really syrupy candied beverage because the kiwi is candied. The lime is syrupy. I used um, the Capella shisha strawberry. I'm pretty sure. Um, even though it has like lemon lime soda and sparkling strawberry in it, it still went like soup. I don't know. It's good. It's just kind of odd. It vapes odd.
and then
And
that vanilla maple vanilla custard cheesecake I made Tuesday. I started vaping this yesterday morning and there's less than 5 mils left out of the 30. That was so good. And for the M episode, you can bet your bottom dollar there's going to be a ton of maple recipes coming out.
Sure there weren't any Rocky recipes dropped. Usually
I'm
is.
still vaping that boozeberry.
But yeah, Tim's gonna have to order a bigger bottle of that maple syrup soon because it's not
Put
gonna
another
last very
drop one
long.
in there too.
Yep. I was looking at. I could job this.
Demands are being made, Tim.
The SK, the Maki.
That
This has
looks
got that.
really interesting.
Yeah. Cottage cheese SSA at 0.75. Fresh bread, crispy crust SSA at 2. Really good bread with crust. It really is.
Does it have a toasted note to that?
No. Just like a cooked edge note, but not really a toasty note. No.
Yeah, like
Crust.
I got a sourdough bread out of it, like a fresh, like crusty piece of sourdough that had just like come out of the oven.
Remind me a little bit of a soft centered baguette. Like,
Okay.
but it actually was. It's really good bread. And I'm sorry to those, by the way, when that goes to the bread, that it didn't get a higher rating. We weren't ranking it according to other breads. It's ranking according to what flavors you're really going to use. Well, I'm not going to grab for bread often, sorry. And most people won't. So it's just a niche thing. But like he's doing here, and he's got that McKee wild berry jam from Cap at 3, and super sweet from Cap at 0.3. I like this though. This is all flavors you wouldn't commonly see used, and that actually sounds really good.
It does.
Like jam on bread.
Mm-hmm.
Jam on bread, yeah, with the and actually cottage cheese with bread. I don't hate that idea at all. We dip a lot of things in cottage cheese, almost like it's a dip, so that's not weird to us. That sounds really good. Yeah, it wasn't that it ranked badly as a bread. It's excellent as a bread. It was more that which one am I going to grab
It's
when it
bread.
comes to an episode like that? It's a bread. It's good. Better than average for sure. Definitely when it ranks to other breads, plain bread, it's at the top. Don't shy away from that episode. We haven't done breads yet. But I'm looking through here. I realize I use that brown sugar cookie mostly in cobblers. I do have this one.
I saw that.
Brown's to the sugar bowl for custody of the cookies. It was I can't remember exactly why we did these weird. As a weird title, it had something to do with what we were doing. But brown sugar cookie Wonder Flavors at 1.5, butter VSO at 2, buttercream frosting Wonder Flavors at 1.5, caramel sugar VSO at 1.5, custard VSO at 1, custard premium FA at 2, and super sweet Perlim at 0.5. Good off the shake will improve over the next 5 to 7 days, and it did. It was absolutely delicious. Yummy. Custard premium and the custard VSO actually go really, really well together.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
I
there's.
go?
Did you go what?
Did I go over the caramel crumble cookie again when we did the 100th episode?
I don't remember. Oh, we missed the 200th episode, guys. I didn't realize that we were going that fast.
I know I did the chocolate pecan banana bread one.
So I figure if we're going to celebrate that, we'll do 222. That's nice and symmetrical. We also have the 100th episode of one of the shows coming up yet. We only got one of them done. The other one wasn't quite there. But
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share that anyway. It came out freaking awesome. Caramel crumble cookie bars. This was from the C episode. Biscuit shortbread noms at 2%. One of the most delicious, even more buttery cookies that have come out even since the cookie crumble has. Oh, so good. Caramel FA at 1.25. Caramel butter Wonder Flavors at 1%. Cookie butter Wonder Flavors at 1%. Cookie crumble cap at 1.5. Crumble topping from Wonder Flavors at 1%. Salted caramel Flavor West at 2% and super sweet Perlum at 0.6, and I give that a 10-day steep. But that biscuit, it's it's really, really needs it. Especially I got the cookie butter in there, and or the cookie butter and the cookie crumble. I mean, and it literally tastes exactly like those look. Just like a nice like shortbread, with like mixed textures and a super like gooey caramel blend like in the center. Those caramels all together, they just shine beautifully through all that really nice buttery cookie once it steeps out. It's delicious. I absolutely love this mix. Super happy with that one.
I got Rockies here, pecan sandies. This is the one he already did. He went over this already. Put it in chat. But yeah, that's actually, it does look good. Oh no, this isn't the same one. Butter pecan flavor West at 3, powdered sugar 101 at 1, shortbread cookie SSA at 3, and vanilla overload gremlin at 2. I thought this is the same one, but that's a different picture. Keebler pecan sandies, nailed it. Shortbread here. Holy vanilla can be subbed for holy vanilla overload. Doesn't it look almost the same? Where's this other one? I got it over here somewhere.
Sorry, but I gotta say hi, Uncle Paul.
Oh, the new one's hazelnut. This is the butter pecan. Okay, that's the difference. He adapted it to make the hazelnut.
Uncle
Okay.
Paulie.
Paulie.
Uncle Paulie.
Dance Dad of the Year right there.
Thanks, Echo.
OG cookie. There we go. Is this the first one? This is the one everybody's talking about, CJ? Yeah, the famous Snickerdoodle cookie here. Cookies, Snickerdoodle cookies. AP, 5% solution, 0.2. Cheesecake, graham crust TPA at 0.35. Cinnamon Danish TPA at 2. Cinnamon Danish swirl from Cap at 3. I get the use of both of those. Different texture. Cookie Biscotto FA at 1. Cotton candy EM TPA at 0.5. Gingerbread from Cap at 3.5. Sugar cookie from Cap at 3.25. Super sweet from Cap at 0.65, and vanilla cupcake from Cap at 1. Yeah, vanilla cupcake's mostly the frosting. So. Yeah. Thinking too, this is going to be really, really rich. Really rich mix.
CJ
One
said
best
that
things.
was their best-selling commercial juice back in 2012.
Yeah, that's what it's saying here. My best selling back in the day, created in 2011, 100% reorder rate. Lots of people ADV, including himself.
Yeah.
I'm really not surprised. That looks like a really nice saturated. I was thinking this like looks saturated enough to be commercial, and apparently it is. So yeah, that looks really good and nice and saturated. Plus, you didn't like just stack like 20% on one cookie, which I hate when they do that. It's just so boring, and usually has an off taste. And you need the EM just to tolerate it when you do that too.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, that looks really good.
And then Neil Pitts has a question in the chat.
I'm missing the
Four
cinnamon
notes I
Danish
need for
IPA.
an IPA juice, or if Yakima hops and Flavora. I depend on the IPA a little bit. Let's see. I'm going cheat code here because I know that I have an idea, but I want to make sure I'm right because I know Larry actually has a few hops IPA mixes that actually he's much more better at that than I am. But I don't drink a lot.
Yeah,
Larry's really got the IPA game. Well, most of the drink games down pretty good, especially when it comes to what floral notes you need.
Yeah. He's a
Don't you
master
get
at
kind
that
of
stuff.
a piney note, a pine note.
Yeah, pine note does help.
Yeah, I would think
And
so.
yeah, so I don't. Oh crap! Swaggy
You know?
here.
Yeah.
He
What
was
about?
a few minutes ago.
It was just a minute ago. Yeah. Pine.
Uh-huh.
Is that available in raw since you got rid of the OGs? Because that pine is like would be nice to this.
Yeah.
Your pine is excellent.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking for an IPA. You got to have that piney note.
Oh, pine raw is incredible.
There is one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah, it's good. I made a pine tea out of it. Delicious.
Likewise.
Hey, Mallory.
Looking. He had it down.
Hey, Mallory.
Unfortunately, when you search IPA in even in his list, it doesn't show up as just IPA because there's so much. Try to refer to someone who's actually got it down better. I do. I don't drink IPAs, so I don't know them that well. I remember them somewhat. It's been a while.
I used to.
Same. It's been so long, I don't really trust my memory. IPA wasn't my go-to either, so
I mean, depended on my mood, I guess.
I hated the
but
really
the florals
toppy
in an IPA.
IPAs. And just use Sweaty's pine, man. You'll be good.
Echo Dub saying rosemary and Yakima hops. Get the VSO rosemary raw and use 1 drop per 30 ml.
Rosemary's nice. Bitters too. Like bitters or like those would work. I actually would think if you have access to it, I think that VSO bitters would be actually better than the Flavora ones for an IPA because you want those brighter bitter notes.
Yeah, that one is
Oh,
a little bit better.
it's a little brighter. Like Flavora's is a little bit of a darker bitters. You want a nice bright bitters for an IPA. Floral, earthy, citrusy, piney. Another thing you might consider if you don't have access. I don't know where you're at. You can try the was it zesty lemon? That's the right one.
From
What about like
Capella?
an orange
Yeah.
peel?
At Capella, zesty lemon would be, or an orange peel or something like that. Piney. I think there's other pines out there, but I don't think there's any like swaggies and something earthy. The hops would probably do that pretty. That's got a little bit of fruitiness and really depends on what kind of IPA you're going for too. I remember there was quite a difference.
Yeah.
You want some kind of citrus. I mean, you could use Flavora if you don't have access to VSO bitters, but I think that VSO would be more accurate. You want that really bright bitters like taste. I think that'll get you kind of
Buddha's
started.
hand might even work good in that too.
It might, but that might take it a little bit more to lemonade style root.
Yeah. It just
The
depends on
littlest.
what kind of IPA you're going for too. You know, some of them are flavored.
Some are really kind of that nice earthal flory and then floral, and then there's other ones that are kind of, as I said, it really depends on what IPA you're shooting for.
Yeah.
And I can
Grapefruit-
see the
Grapefruit
Buddha's hand
citrus,
being
Neil, that's a good
citrusy.
idea.
That's right. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah.
Which means that I was just thinking like the grapefruit blend
Mm-hmm.
might work really well for that.
See, that right there is an example where the Buddha's hand could work because it would just give it a little. If don't use it above quarter, but just give it a little bump.
Hell, even pink guava would work in that.
Yep.
Yeah. IPAs, I mean, it's not like IPA is just one singular like thing. There's lots of
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, we could almost have a whole episode on that.
I mean, IPAs are craft. IPAs are craft beer. You can there's lots of variations of it, so that's a tougher question than even normal. I like that though.
Yeah, but you typically do find a lot of different citrus notes in them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that pink guava is
Citrus.
good, but the new cap fresh guava is like It's like awesome. That was our
Citrus
number one flavor
notes.
from that release.
I
That
remember.
was freaking delicious.
Completely
I was
different.
surprised, and I didn't expect a guava to make it up that list for me like that. It blew me away. It's like, really, guava hitting the spot
Yeah.
for me? What the fuck?
Like guava has that grapefruit funk, citrus notes. Remember, a lot of local places did a lot of apricot IPAs.
Oh, yep. Apricot's very
Yeah.
popular. It's for their fruity note,
Yeah.
because that's the thing. You can add any fruity note you really want, as long as
Yeah.
it goes well with like a citrusy, like, you add any fruity note. Apricot. I thought apricot worked better. I did have a peach IPA once, and it wasn't as good. It wasn't bad though. Was that Duchess?
And ales,
Nothing.
a lot of microbrew ales.
Duchess
Okay,
actually be
excuse
another
me.
one to talk to you about IPAs. You might know more than I do, quite a bit more. I'm sure you drink
Shut up,
more than
Bob.
I have of them.
Echo Dub is saying wonder flavor grapefruit works
That-
wonders in IPAs.
Don't add it. Grapefruit IPA from Brewhog. I'll love this juice one. Oh, see? There you go.
Start playing with pink guava.
I kind of like the idea of the grapefruit blend because it's not just pure grapefruit either. Kind of got a little bit of zing to it.
Mm.
That might be perfect to go with IPA.
Mhm.
Interesting question. Oh, that's mine. You stole my background.
Hmm?
Just realized you stole my background.
You just noticed that, Tim? We've been live for over
For
an
like
hour.
a fucking hour, bro.
I
Well-
switched it to this in the after show after Benny Wednesday. You're such a dork.
That's when I made it, was in the after show on Benny Wednesday. Yeah. I didn't
He
notice.
stole them all and was putting them behind him too. Ew. I just spit on myself, sorry.
Funny is I paid attention to everybody's shirts around you, but never paid attention to you in the middle. You're dead center, and I ain't paying attention to you. When I was looking for the Blues Clues thing, I was trying to decide who had the bluest shirt. And I realized I had a blue shirt on. Hippie has a blue shirt. Steve has a blue shirt. I mean, Steve looks kind of like a dark blue. Might be black.
It's
Navy
very,
blue. I
very,
thought it was dark
very
navy.
dark. Yeah, very dark navy blue.
Yeah. You can't see Bob because he's in camo. Bob's invisible.
Do you guys like literally see now how much he actually pays attention to shit?
Yeah.
No, it's not like I'm running.
I
the
mean,
streets.
here's the thing. I've seen him pay attention quite intently on a lot of other things. It's just when it comes to you.
Cassie, when he didn't shake the bottle of liquid that was handed to him, okay, he just opened it and dripped it. That proves all we need to know.
To be fair, listen, to play devil's advocate at the same time, you shouldn't have to fucking shake the bottle because if someone's
Let me-
making it for you, they should have already shaken it.
That's my thought. I thought it was already shaking. I assumed it was. I didn't look.
You threw yourself under the bus. Everybody else is just backing right back up over you again.
Listen, I got your back. She should have shook the bottle.
Yes, I should have shaken the bottle. I admit
I should have
that was
looked,
my
but I
fault,
also will admit I should have looked.
but again, it was half concentrate. He should have been able to notice that.
Well, I'm paying more attention to that, less attention what's on my desk. So.
Really, Rocky? That's crazy.
Speaking of Duchess, how you doing tonight?
Good.
You got any cookie recipes that you want to talk about or no? Ooh. Cookies.
One of them I just came up with because Lady Liberty just mentioned pumpkin. I was like, pumpkin cookie sounds so fucking good. I haven't mixed it yet. I don't know how it is.
And Rocky dropped another one in chat too, Tim.
Sitting here quiet. But you can go over number 42 from Rocky first, because we know that there's another 100 coming. So that's fine.
I mean, Ace of Spades. Please tell me it says Ace. No, it does not.
I don't get pepper from Luna Sicily, CJ.
Yeah, it's good. I don't either. Thank God.
That may just be me.
Gelato. 10% TPA at 0.14. Lemon Sicily from F83. Ooh, that might be a little high for me though. I'm not sure. I have to try it. Pound cake for at 0.8. Sugar cookies from Cap at 2.2 and super sweet from Cap at 0.3.
Lemon Sicily fades.
Lemon
a
crinkle
lot.
cookie. Lemon crinkle cookie. Live
That's
fast,
pretty
die
good.
old, and it's got Motorhead, Ace of Spades. That's right. I knew something sounded familiar. This one's in my rotation. Gulata is 2 drops or 30 mil. Where I like the lemon. Chef Sugar Cookie V2 can be subbed at the same percentage. As
Yeah, I can
always,
see that.
just super sweet to your liking. Yeah, and Motorhead.
Ace of Spades.
Unfortunately, he can't vape it anymore because he gets pepper from Lemon Sicily now.
Oh,
Rocky.
Whoa.
oh.
That's what he said.
It's partially probably because of vaping it as part of your rotation at 3%. It might be why. 3% is a little high for it, and it might have eventually
but
just
and
drained your trace buds.
yeah, but in a bakery, and it fades, so I can see why it's up 3%.
I see why it's up there. You'd have to either up it
But I
there,
mean,
or you'd have to back it with another lemon.
I can push lemons pretty high myself. Like I can use lemon FE up to 2% in a bakery. Other people don't like it even anywhere above 1. So that's another one. I can push it pretty high.
I have pushed it high in a couple recipes, just not to 3, but I think I've did 2 before times. There's vanilla in it.
Mm.
That was good though. Yeah, it's got. This is I don't know if it's gonna steep out or not. It's a vanilla cookie. I know it is. Like we talked about for the show, hippie. I wasn't sure about that. Whether or not the vanilla cookie from FA was the right one. I wanted it to be light.
Yeah.
I think there might be better options. Maybe one of the new Noms cookies might work better.
I got
They were nice.
vanilla.
The
Vanilla cookie, and
biscuits,
it
not
does
cookies, the
Duchess.
biscuits. Yes, Duchess, we're ready for you. Let's hear all
So
this beautiful, delicious stuff you got going.
before I show you this recipe, I'm just gonna read off the original recipe for this. I've changed it considerably since then, right? Because the date you see on it is back in 2020. I've been chasing this cookie for fucking forever, right? So originally the recipe was biscuit from Inuara at 1.5, FA cookie at 1%, cookie bite from Mullenberry at 3.5, FA marshmallow at 0.25, and then 0.5% milk chocolate, and then obviously sweetened to taste great, however you want it. So good. It's the same cookie. I called it Death by Chocolate. The goal for this cookie actually is that I wanted to get one of those I wanted like a chocolate chip cookie, like in the photo. But with that fucking like chewy chips ahoy fucking texture, which sounds real fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. So now the recipe I've obviously again considerably changed it. I've got sugar cookie from Cap at 3.5, 0.75 super sweet, obviously sweet and queso. 2.5 vanilla cookie, legendary custard from Mullenberry at 1%, hazelnut cream from Noms at 0.5, 1% butter coffee base from VT, chocolate chunk, obviously for the chocolate chip note, from Wonder Flavors, 2% cookie butter from Wonder Flavors at 0.75 and 0.27, or sorry, wow, 2.75. I apologize. Of cookie dough from Wonder Flavors in here. It's still not quite where I want it. Like it's all right, but I'm getting more of like a vanilla chocolate chip cookie than I am like a chocolate chip cookie, and it's a little crunchy. It's not that like soft, chewy fucking chip ahoy texture that I'm looking for. So,
Mm.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and pull a hippie and make version 167, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You know.
So is this the one that you sent us a few years ago when Tim first started mixing Duchess? Well, like a version of it? Because I remember a Death by Chocolate.
Maybe. Fuck, I don't.
I do remember Death by Chocolate. I think he's been working on this for a while, right? Death
I
by
have been
Chocolate.
working on that one for a while.
Yeah,
'cause
he said that.
Version
I
167. I mean,
I made it originally February 24th of 2020. And the last time I edited that recipe was March 25th of 2024.
I mean, it's only going to work. You got to make at least 2 more versions then, because you already
Yeah.
went past
Yeah,
166, and it only works for 66 and 69. It only works for those 2 when you get that high in the numbers. So.
yeah, of course. So hopefully you guys can see this. No, wrong one. All right, hold on. I don't know why it's so weird.
That sounds good, Rocky.
We're gonna share the way I want to. Yeah, sorry.
You asshole.
I called this one because Cassie inspired it when she mentioned the pumpkin cookie. So in honor of Cassie, I named it Foot versus Boulder. You know, just because. But gingerbread from Cap at 0.2, because that gingerbread honestly is a little bit potent if you use it too high. At least in my experience. And I only wanted like a touch of that like spice in there, so I used it real low on purpose. But sugar cookie at 3% from Cap, sweet in the taste. A pumpkin bread from Flavora at 0.75. Pumpkin spice from Flavor West at 0.75, 1%. Vanilla cookie from FA, 1.25. Cookie butter from Wonder Flavors, and then cookie dough at 2.5. I haven't mixed this. I don't know how it's going to taste. But I guess we'll find out. It sounded real good though. I was like, dude, pumpkin cookies sound amazing. Actually, I'm
Cassie's, I don't
probably
have.
going to
I don't.
change this name to Cassie Approved. I'm not even kidding.
It's
Yeah,
definitely not.
Was the puffed rice? Was that the one, hun, that had was like a wet cereal but without milk? Like it was wet somehow without milk.
Yes.
But yeah, I could see it, if
Rice
that's
Krispie treat.
if that's the one, CJ. Yes, I could see that. Definitely, I was already thinking that. Yeah, texture wise, that would really get you there, and it doesn't give you a lot of weird flavor, a lot of vanilla flavor. So that might actually be a good sub. Eventually, get it. CJ's saying that the Madeline puffed rice is the perfect combo for chocolate chip cookie, and that makes sense. Neither one of them are super vanilla. Sense to me. And you also get that kind of sponge cake airiness, like a little bit to the Madeline.
Yeah. Let's keep that in mind.
Mm. Well, anybody else ready for cookies now? Hun, I think it's time to.
Yeah, I still got a couple more. Rocky put one more in the chat too.
I mean, Cassie's not even going to hang out.
Yeah, I got the
later.
Jitters
Just gonna
Cafe
go
one
make
up.
cookies.
So we got Rocky's Jitters Cafe Noms, chocolate dark Noms at 1, coffee from Noms at 0.8, donut from Noms at 0.4, and Madeline from Noms at 2.2. And he's got a picture of. Oh, it looks just like looks like that's the actual fully clamshelled version.
Yeah.
Coffee Madeline's Rocky's original recipe. The coffee flavor is delicate and marries wonderfully with the dark chocolate in these classic French Madeleines. Made for the show. Profiles with C. And used all new flavors in the new flavor line. Nice.
I love how he was
That's
preoccupied with the recipe and didn't see the box.
What
that's
box?
part of that recipe is part of what sparked my idea.
I want
for-
no, but I'm craving homemade cookies. I'm like ready to go out and get chocolate chips or what's the other ones? The
We'll need
is
more
it
brown sugar.
butterscotch. Butterscotch.
Hell yeah! Now you're
Butterscotch and chocolate.
I was gonna say that's what I want. Butterscotch
butterscotch
and
with some
chocolate.
macadamia nuts. Hell yeah! In a chocolate chip type batter. Mm.
Yo,
I was gonna say with chocolate chip cookies, use the butterscotch chip cookies too. Oh,
Yeah.
So, are we going to pick up chocolate and butterscotch chips and brown sugar tomorrow so I can make you cookies for Father's Day?
oh yeah! Tomorrow's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yes.
Happy Father's Day.
I mean, if you want to go pick up the stuff, I'll totally freaking make them.
I mean, hippie's a father to a new hip.
hey, while
Oh,
you're
yeah.
at the store, get the stuff for peanut brittle.
Do it.
You're number one.
You're on
Must
my
be that-
shit list right now, so you can just.
Why? Why?
Bob's number one today.
I'm a good person.
But
You say that and he runs away.
I said
I'm
Bob
always-
ran away.
I'm
He's not
always
used to
nice.
being number
Like
one.
a little bitch.
I'm always nice to you.
Foot versus welder.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Oh, Rocky, I think that with the way you like to bend flavors, you're really gonna like that puffed rice.
So
Lemon cookie daydream.
the last time we did a cookie recipe, cookie episode was July 31st, because this is what that was from, and so this is almost a year ago, and this is something that I was consistently working on and enjoyed for quite a while. And let's see, yeah, it's a lemon cookie daydream. Blueberry jam from Wonder Flavors at 2.25. Blueberry juicy ripe flavor art at 0.75. Clotted cream SSA at 0.9. Cookie butter Wonder Flavors at 1%. Lemon flavor express at 0.5%. Lemon custard Wonder Flavors at 2%. Shortbread cookie SSA at 1.5. Super sweet Capella at 0.6. And there's that vanilla cookie flavor art at 2. And
This feels a little lady inspired. Blueberry jam, clotted
Yeah,
cream.
yeah,
that
yeah,
lemon
and
from FE though does fucking wonders in any sort of like bake.
Yeah, the 0.5% like that. I love it when it's used half to 1% and with the
Yeah.
nut to pump it.
Well, and there's already lemon custard in there, so don't really need a lot of lemon. And I didn't want to overpower the blueberry, so I wanted a nice blend of the lemon. It's kind of like a blueberry jam, but lemon cream with lemon cream.
Mhm.
And the clotted cream, that's at 0.9 because I played with it for a while. It was higher, and I kept lowering it. Also, the vanilla cookie at one point was at 3. That's a good example where the vanilla cookie too high muted out, and the clotted cream together, they muted out the mix after a steep. To get that blueberry jam and that lemon cream to really hold, I played with those percentages a bunch and lowered them until they were right where I wanted them. And I've shared those two blueberries, the lemon and the lemon custard, before as a blueberry lemon stone. Um, it just works like for me. When I'm craving like blueberry and lemon together, like in any type of bakery, it works. I love it. That blueberry jam is so.
This
freaking
was
good.
originally a a Rocky recipe, and he qualified it. The shortbread cookie's the same.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that looks really good.
and
It's a steeper though. That blueberry jam's a steeper automatically.
yeah, it is. Off the shake, it's super potent blueberry and lemon. But it does mellow out, and you get a really nice cookie. You get the jam, you get the cream, you get the cookie on the finish. It's
Yeah, the blueberry doesn't come
something I played
across
with
as
for a
jammy
while.
at first, and it's a little pungent,
Hmm.
like over pungent. Like bites you in the
Yeah.
face at first, and then it settles down. It's
Oh, thanks, Rocky. Yeah, I need to actually. It's been a
told
while
you it
since I
looked like
made.
a Rocky recipe. Told you.
Yeah. It it's been. I need to make a bottle of it. It's been a while since I've had that one. But at the time that I made it, I probably went through like 3 or 4 bottles in a couple weeks of that one.
I do some more mixing, some of the new SSAs, and see if how they work out. I do have to agree with ladies. For me, if you live in maple syrup country and you've ever had homemade maple syrup, like over a wood fire, and you love it, it's heaven. Heaven.
Mhm.
I think it'd be great with cornbreads too. So I'm kind of looking forward to. I gotta get a hold of those new Wonder Flavors one-on-one cornbreads because they got that maple walnut one. I gotta get a hold of all those. Looking into it, they weren't all on the site yet, so I couldn't get all 4. And it's like, if I'm gonna order, I'm gonna get all 4. Just try them. Why not?
Yeah, he did try that maple mix that I made earlier, and he really liked it too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna jump out of here early, guys. I caught in this dishwasher I'm trying to rebuild over here, and it's
Oh, you doing that again? Yeah, I bet. Trust me,
the
Cassie
heating
can
element
tell you.
isn't working, dude. And I've replaced the heating element and the relay switch, so I guess I'm gonna have to order the control board next. And if they don't do it, then just tell the landlord to buy us a new fucking dishwasher.
I've been through that whole mess and dealing with trying to figure out what parts it was. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's only 3 things to
It,
control the heat, but
well, actually, how is it? Is it getting good enough water too, though, or no?
yeah, no, everything on it works except for the heat. There's no fucking heat.
I was only wondering because if that filter clogs or the inlet, and when I bought a new one, I bought one that you can pull it out and clean it, so
Yeah,
it's
I did
not
too.
like the old style. Um, that sometimes can mess with your heating element too, because it
Yeah,
slows it and registers it's hotter than it really is. It doesn't heat well.
yeah, I don't know.
But
It's just,
again, it could be a control board. Yeah, that's their pain in the ass once they stop working.
I'm just trying to fix it because the parts are cheaper than buying. You know, they want $400 and shit for the cheap one now. So I'm like, fuck.
Yep. That's a really cheap one. It won't last very
Yeah,
long. Yeah.
yeah, I know. And getting the landlord to buy one of them is going to be, pulling teeth. So I might as well, if I can fix it, just fix it. If not, then whatever. But, all right, I'll see you later.
Nice,
Later.
Steven.
Later, man.
Do you like that we had the codes to try and save money now? That's been helping. Talking to Frank from Wonder Flavors the other day too, and yeah, I was reminded again that if you need, like Steve was talking about, when he orders some flavors, sometimes it's hard to get some of the flavors in bulk for something like if you're making something repeatedly. Remember, you can order direct from Wonder Flavors. You can get big bottles for quite a discount over someplace else too. A lot cheaper. I don't have a code as of now. That might change in the future, but for now, you can still go use the one for ELR. Still works, 10% off
You
for
mean
Wonder Flavors
DCF?
site. So no,
Oh, you mean
ELR,
for Wonder
ELR,
Flavor? Never mind. Never
ELR.
mind.
Well, there's some flavors you can only get it like noms, but the problem with noms, and Steve and I talked about this, are 10s and 30s for a lot of those flavors.
Yeah.
What if you want 100 milliliters or 500 milliliters of something because it's an ADV? Like, just thinking like Rocky with the shortbread cookie, he uses it a lot. He really falls in love with the new non-shortbread cookie, type of thing. Getting those in only 10s or 30s. If there's something like that in Wonder Flavors line, correct. It's actually cheap, and their shipping was super fast to the Northeast. I could not believe it. Like I got that faster than I ever got a Bull City order. It's here the next day after he shipped one of the things down. The other times it's only been 2. Like really fast in
Knobs?
Northeast. No, Bull City. I mean, Wonder
Oh.
Flavors direct. Wonder Flavors direct.
Wonderful.
Speaking of Rocky, he dropped another one, but only if Tim can read the title.
I don't want to read the title. Not from a Rocky recipe. Oh, we're not going over that one. Let's see. Let me
Come on.
practice on my tongue for a minute first to see if I can.
Oh, that's not even hard.
Gelatas de Boda Mexicanas, MX. I hope I'm close.
Oh yeah, I've I've seen this one.
Buttercream from Cap at 0.5. Butter pecan Flavor West at 2.2. Custard cake from Cap at 1. We haven't seen that in a while. That's actually was a good flavor. Powdered sugar 101 at 1.2. Shortbread from Cap at 3. Shortbread cookie from SSA at 1. And super sweet from Flavora at 0.3. Custard cake wasn't necessarily a standalone, but
Oh,
it
sweet
was a nice
coconut,
sweet coconut. What'd I say?
super sweet.
Yeah, it's super sweet, sweet coconut
Yeah,
Flavora at
super.
0.3. That 0.3 is what threw me off too. And I was
Yeah,
still stuck on this whole custard cake thing because that was a really good binder flavor. It kind of did bring your bakery and any
yeah.
custard or cream together. And I was, anyone else, it would be super sweet, not Rocky.
Gosh darn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cap,
because
that
super
cap is the
sweet
only.
and
Oh,
sweet
it's a
coconut
Mexican
totally
wedding
look the
cakes.
same.
Mexican wedding cake cookies. Yeah, I remember this.
That cap's the only shortbread I don't have still.
3 drops per 20 milliliters of the sweet coconut. Go by drops. Don't look at the scale. I'm going to give this an overnight steep before testing. Already know. It's going to steep. Nice soft buttery cookie. Should settle in after steep. Retest at 4-day steep. Much better. The butter has calmed down, and this is really good. Final testing. Yummy. Recommend a 2-week steep on this one. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Looking to see what he's got here.
Probably there to add moisture, CJ.
Yeah, it's moisture. Moisture and a little bit of texture. You get a little bit of texture off that
Yeah.
coconut.
Yeah, Rocky uses that sweet coconut for that a lot.
Yeah, I use it to help with the dryness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you get like a dry bakery.
Yeah, it makes it
Really does help.
not so dry. Yeah.
I've tried other coconuts and some work somewhat, but I do think that sweet coconut Flavora is actually the one that gives the least amount of flavor.
Yep.
Last one from me.
What? Last?
Yeah, yeah, probably. This
There's
is the
no
last one
coconut
I
in
have.
this.
Last one I have pulled up. It's Christmas cookie, but
Go cookie.
yeah, Christmas sprinkle cookie. Cake batter dip from Flavor West at 2%. Cookie butter from Wonder Flavors at 1%. Frosting from Flavora at 1%. There's that shortbread cookie SSA again at 1.5. It's the reason why my bottle is pretty much empty because I was using it a lot for a while. Sprinkles from Flavor West at 1.25. Sugar cookie cap at 3% and super sweet cap at 0.5. And the reason why I felt like I had to share it is because it really tastes exactly like the cookies that are pictured here. I was really happy with it. I used the cake batter dip to help boost the sprinkle because if I push Flavor West sprinkles any higher than that, it really dries out mixes for me. Like it really dries them out. So I got the help from the cake batter dip for that, and the Flavora frosting was just the right frosting coating for like how these taste to me. Because what those cookies they have for me when you bite into them, they just kind of crumble in your mouth. There's a very slight soft center, but they just crumble in your mouth and you just get a mouthful of like sprinkles all at once. And this mix tasted exactly like those to me. So I figured it's a Christmas cookie, but cookie episode, why not?
I got one last one too. I forgot to share the Jammy J cookie from the J episode. That Jack Pazzo FA at 4%. Jam Scone Wonder Flavor at 2.5. Jammy Berry Flavora at 0.25. Juicy Peach from Cap at 1. Sugar Cookie Cap at 2.5. Super Sweet from Cap at 0.5. And just because I was using the J's, I might change out that Juicy Peach a little bit and use either Honey Peach or maybe the Saturn Peach is the only thing I do differently. The honey peach I think would work better with the jammy berry, but for the J episode, that actually turned out really good, especially after like 7 days steep. It like really got better, settled down a little bit more, less of that candy flavor and a little more of like a jam. Because at first it was like all Jack forward. That it was all that little strawberry candy thing you get from Grandma's Candies. It was pungent at first. It took a while to settle down. And I also
I never liked that juicy peach from Capella. It
and
almost tastes medicinal to me.
yes, that's
really
that's what, like I
does.
said, that tastes like the off note in there for me. That juicy
Yeah.
peach. What I was gonna do is I was saving this one, and the reason I was almost not gonna go over it is because this is going to make, and the reason I didn't change it today is it's going to be changed next time we do a rework episode. I want to rework that and then change up that peach, and I might drop the Pazzo down to 3 because it's actually more potent than I thought it was going to be in there. Even after steep is in there.
Whoa.
Not that he'll
Spot for
remember
that,
this by
Tim.
the time we do one.
Tim, perfect spot for that flavor. 3%.
3%. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 4. It's a little candy forward. Not terrible. Tastes good.
I've used it in 2 of my recipes in the past few weeks, and 3% is the perfect spot.
And the jam scone and sugar cookie, what I get of it is really good, but it's really kind of buried a little bit by the, like Hippie is saying, an off note of the peach. The jammy berry I think is doing fine, but the Jack is a little candy forward too. Almost like you threw one of those candies, broke it up, and put it inside. Little, but it's still tasty.
There. I'm like trying to rewind back to it. Like pain in my butt.
Sweet coconut, low in chocolate. Yeah, it is, Rocky. I wouldn't have believed that the coconut could be buried so easily, and unless you're super sensitive to coconut. But having quite a few of your recipes, Rocky, has proven that to me that sweet coconut can be used without really presenting any coconut flavor to most people, unless you're sensitive. Sensitive people just can taste it. Even though I am tolerant of florals, I can taste florals really. I'm really sensitive to floral flavors. Cassie's super sensitive to spice flavors.
Yep. Unless it's dill.
Unless it's dill, and then she can't taste it.
But that's more of an herb than a spice. So.
Yeah. That rosemary is.
Coffee.
I brought that up. That is a herbal additive. Yeah, your maple mix you made. That turned out really good.
Yep. Like I said, I just started vaping it yesterday morning, and it's like gone.
The other one, I didn't. No, didn't work for me. The kiwi. What was it? Kiwi and what?
Crazy kiwi key lime milkshake.
Mm.
It's interesting.
It's like Hippie said. Best description is almost medicinal, but not medicinal. But it is almost medicinal.
It's so borderline. Woo.
Yeah, it's one of those like. It tastes more like some kid's medicine you're trying to make taste good than but it isn't quite there. Than it tastes like it's supposed to me.
See, the reason why I remember that juicy peach so much, because when I first started vaping and going to a vape shop to buy my liquids, they had a peach custard, and it was like a real fancy label bottle and everything, but it was a house juice pretty much. And you could tell it used juicy peach from Capella in it, and that's what I tasted. And it used a lot of vanilla custard from Capella in it. And man, it was good back then, but man, whenever I started getting my taste buds right and mixing myself, my word, I went back to vaping shop juice and I just couldn't do it. It was just so pungent and cough syrupy, and oh my God.
You've already convinced me on changing it now. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. Because I can't, I don't want someone to have to mix it like that. I'm making a V2.
There you go.
I mean, like I said, you're gonna just forget anyway because you have.
Well,
not a good memory.
Okay, so Jammy JV2, I dropped the Pazzo down to 3, Jack, and I replaced the Juicy Peach with the Saturn Peach from Lavora at 1.5. Try that one first before I go to the Honey Peach, because the Honey Peach is going to give it that really juiciness and kind of take away from the cookie, I'm afraid of, and I don't get quite as much of that like liquidiness from the Saturn Peach. So I think it's going to work. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be tasty. I'll have to mix that up after the show here. I have to gather everything, and then she's gonna kill me for having to help me gather stuff.
I'd raise your sugar cookie up a little bit more. You got it 2.5%. I'd probably put like 3 or 3.5 in there for that recipe.
Yeah, but it's got the scone in there too. There's a few shared notes there. I think I did that in something else, and I can't remember if that's the one I did. Because it does have remember, it's got the jam scone too, not just the sugar cookie. And the scone's at 2.5 too. You got 5% of a cookie base in there. Realized I accidentally adapted the original instead of actually adapting it. I actually changed it. I'll change it back. Then change it.
Surprised nobody else has actually gotten up to get any cookies by now.
I don't need to get up. I've got some cookies sitting right here.
Of course you do.
Okay, there you go.
Just for cheap poo.
Dutchy poo. What?
Peanut
Freeze
brittle.
dried peanut brittle.
Never had peanut brittle. What?
Freeze dried peanut brittle. Fuck yeah. I'm not even a fan of peanut brittle, but the freeze dried is fucking incredible.
There we go. Now they're proper. Now they're proper. V1 and V2, I fixed it. I realized I actually changed the first one. You ever do that? Where you accidentally change it instead of adapting it? I edited instead of adapting. Yep.
So nice, Cassie.
I know Steven's done that before because that's how Steven got rid of a lot of his. He's on like version 60 of something, 6 of something, and he forgot it. He just kept changing it and never bothered saving it. Sometimes you want to go back to those originals because there might be something that was better in the first one, so you kind of want to remember them. It is good to save them.
Yep.
I was
Yeah,
They're like something worked and something didn't. What was it? Oh, maybe I was wrong. It wasn't that. It was this.
I take screenshots of my recipes just in case I forget it.
I do that too, but I keep all the versions and create a folder for the recipe.
I write down my favorite ones in my Amber K recipe book. Sold those recipe books on Amazon.
I got a rooster.
Remember that? But you and Happy both got one.
Yep.
Which recipes are those, Bob? Do you got to go over those?
No, you don't have to pull them up. It's fine. I was just throwing them in the chat. It's my lemon butter cookie and an inside out red velvet cookie.
Yeah, I might have to do a little adapting on this yet. But then again, part of what I'm getting to is the New York Cheesecake Olympus coming forward too. You know how they take some time to steep down and mellow out. They get that like, I almost want to say edge,
Well,
like top edge flavor to them that
the
mellows
New York,
out.
yeah,
The New York
for
especially,
sure.
but it mellows out after a steep.
I have a legitimate question. Is it Cheesecake Olympus or is it Cheesecake Olympic?
It's Olympus.
Olympus.
Is it?
Olympus.
I've seen it as Olympic in certain databases.
No, it's
Yeah.
Olympus.
Olympus.
It's It does say Olympic in that crappy inferior database.
Okay,
The
The
uh,
crapple of the crapple of recipe sites.
But it could
Olympus,
be. It
PUS,
could,
Olympus.
yeah. It could be labeled Olympic from
It could be at certain
vendors.
sites. Yeah, that's
Certain
the
vendors.
problem. Well, it's like
Correct, like-
I
You
had
run
a
into
little bit of
that-
that anxiety hit me today when I saw the Mullenberry legendary custard.
Hmm.
That's gonna be one of those ones that's confusing. We're gonna wind up having to explain to all new mixers every time that it's now under SSAMB. It's no longer Mullenberry. But in the database, you go to put it in, it says, that's one of those flavors that's gonna annoy people when they come on new because they're gonna be like typing in. It's like the Krispies at Rice Krispies. There's 17 different names. There's only one ELR entry.
Yeah, I mean, you could create a new SSAMB, but none of the
But
flavors.
but it doesn't act.
None of-
But it's already an existing flavor, so that wouldn't make sense.
I have a Flavor
none of
West
the-
flavor. 4 different names. I have 4 different bottles of it.
Yeah.
4 different names. It's all the same flavor.
Well, that
Run
Rice
into
Krispies,
that-
I have 3 different versions of that Rice Krispie one, and I ordered them all because I thought they were different flavors. Didn't realize it's the same one.
Run into that with Perillum flavors a lot too, because they'd be when Nick River was still open, or River Supply, they would be labeled different there than they would be labeled at Bull City. So like because their cheesecake graham was also cheesecake with graham or something, or cheesecake with graham. The orange cranberry, blood orange cranberry, is actually also just called orange cranberry. Because I noticed that you recently did something with the blood orange cranberry, and I think I don't have it actually in my ELR as blood orange. It's just orange cranberry, maybe. I can't remember. I usually select the one that has the most notes. The largest number of hits. Occasionally, you have flavors that got missed. Like Nam's passion fruit was never entered into the database.
It was, I think, then moved. It had to have been.
I had to add it myself.
Hopefully it stays.
I have a recipe using it, and I don't know. And
I just ran into that the other day with one of the new caps. I had to put it in. There was nothing existent.
Yeah. Well, and then don't forget what happened with all the unknowns.
Yep.
It's
been better. It's been better. Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, it has.
In charge of that. It's not like it was where we just constantly lost all new flavors all the time, repeatedly, over and over and over. It was really getting maddening.
No.
Like it's the point where I was about to learn how to navigate the other site. I was ready to. I was about ready. It's like I'm gonna figure one of these out. This ridiculous.
Yeah. No, the current group of guys that are taking care of the back end now have been stellar.
I believe that's Rocky, Ken, and Fiddy.
It is.
I believe they deserve the credit for that. Yes.
They do.
Is everybody getting excited? It's summertime. We know we got new flavors coming before fall. There's going to be new flavor drops before fall from several different places. We haven't had the new Wonder flavors drop yet this year. We haven't had the new Flavora drop yet this year. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I'm not.
There's always new flavors for me.
There is SSA. SSA is constant.
Well, there's also new to me, new to you.
Oh God!
If you haven't,
that seldom or never use flavors thing. I got so many I can just mix forever.
There's that, but if you haven't tried it yet, it's new.
Right.
To you. No.
And if anyone's wondering why I use those particular cheesecakes in there. I wanted nice thick cheesecake bites. I didn't want to make it a wet cookie. I wanted to use some of the drier cheesecakes in there. That would taste. Yeah,
I've
but you know
never
what? But you know
used
what I mean. If
Olympus
you
with New
if I
York
like
together.
yes, sweet cheesecake to me is way too on the creamy side, and I think it would take away from the cookie texture a lot. So I didn't want to do.
Yeah. Well, Olympus is like no bake cheesecake,
Mm-hmm.
but the New York is really rich and dense. So I think they'll complement each other really nice.
Yeah, the Olympus isn't super wet, but it is a little softer, and then the New York is, like you said, thick and dense. I thought the two would complement each other well. But like I expected off the shake, they're a little on the, especially the New York cheesecakes, a little on the, ooh, calm
I
down.
I actually still haven't been able to bring myself back to using Cap's New York cheesecake in a while. Like I've
Was
burned
it
myself.
Perlum has one too, I believe.
They do. It's even more dank in my opinion, though.
It is. That's why I use the Cap. It's a little easier to work with.
I just burned myself out on Cap's New York cheesecake. I'll get back.
Hippie? Hippie.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Trying to copy your guy.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't on that camera. I was on watching the YouTube stream.
Yeah, but you're putting those the emojis in there. It's like, okay, Hippie, what's going on?
I just read what you wrote in there.
Oh, the $1 million Hippie's back. Unfortunately, cool million in debt now. Not quite to the point of jumping over buildings.
Not quite.
You're an official hippie, $1 million in debt, not $1 million ahead. So,
I ain't in debt. Shoot, my insurance paid for it.
we're trying to sell it here. Come on.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm a broke ass hippie, man.
There we go.
You were such a dork.
I'm happy to see you back, even if it is just for a short time sitting there. I hope you're not too sore tonight and you can come back more and get some more videos going out there again.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for the L episode. I got a bunch of L recipes.
Oh, you're also you're stuck sitting around a little bit more than you want to because of limited movement. It's a good time to get inspiration to mix if you can do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got my desk cleaned off. I'm ready to build me a couple of fresh coals. You know what I mean, Bob? Some coals, man. Some coals.
Fresh hippie coals.
Some hippie coals.
Mm-hmm.
Put them right into your dick.
Yep, that's right.
Oh,
hey,
I'm gonna give him a little credit for this. All right. So if anybody,
with those pecans,
if it doesn't kill you, like someone's already got the apology for almost getting killed several times for this officially, by someone who's they're not on their way back from Dubai yet. They're still in Dubai, but I took the impeachment with me to work today and was vaping on that. Perfect for today. A lot of pollen in the air, clean me right out. I'd take a picture. So I said, I'll take a picture and say, I put it on the fence post, the electric fence post, put it on there. I had to actually put something under the one edge to keep the mod from tipping over first. Everything's fine. Just let go of it. Like hurricane style wind coming through for like 5 minutes straight. I had to hold them. Wait. Let's stop. Get the picture quick, grab them before they fall on the ground. That was fun. But no, honestly, that cleared my sinuses today. But I'll be honest, took me a little longer to actually be able to taste the mix tonight for a minute there. After just from vaping that earlier, I still hadn't quite got over all that mint because it does that.
It's a
The
little
story was going to have a
roadie.
real unfortunate turn when you mentioned that there was an electric fence and you put your mod down.
I was hoping it was going to get zapped to Kingdom Come.
If the post is not electrified, there's something seriously wrong with how they attach the electric fence.
Don't
Because if the wooden post is electrified.
No. But I'm saying like when the wind blew, like I didn't know that you caught it I thought you were gonna be like, well, and then my
I
mod
was
fell
right next to
over.
it.
Like my
Oh,
mod fell
Dusty,
over and hit the
thank you.
fucking electric fence, and well, electricity
oh,
on
even
top of a
it would
battery.
it wouldn't have even done anything anyway because wouldn't be grounded. The mod wouldn't have been grounded. Shouldn't have done anything anyway. Has to be grounded to the ground for it to actually have an effect. Like when you touch it, you're touching the ground as well. But I would have been more worried about it bouncing off the electric fence and landing into a horse patty. That would have upset me a lot. That would have been bad. That fear did hit me. That fear did hit me at first. I'm looking around, making sure there's no horse patties nearby that fence. It's like, nope.
Oh my god.
Don't
Dusty.
whiz on the electric fence.
Oh no! Talk your cousin into it. It's much more fun. Did that. Sorry, Frankie. Love you, bro. Love you, but yeah, that was one of the best birthday parties I ever had. Even though I did crack my head open that day too, the same day. Yeah, talk my cousin into. Oh, it won't be that bad. What? I happened to know at the time too that they had the pulsation turned up to maximum because they were having issues with one of the cows. It was one of the adjustable ones. I knew it was cranked up at max setting.
You're a jerk.
Because I used to feed their cattle and stuff with them when I went on vacation. I was 13. That was my 13th birthday. Oh, whatever.
And that makes you less of a jerk?
Or does it make him more of an idiot? He was older than me. Sure, I'll try it. Can't be that bad. It is. Do not recommend. Do not do it.
Unless your name is Bob.
Never seen a real cow. Yeah, cow tipping is also bad. If you get the chance, don't do it. It actually hurts the cows. Fun as hell nighttime, but you can hurt the cows.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something dangerous, then drag a fish backwards through the water to drown them. You've never
Weird how
been
that
around
works.
cows, CJ?
Well, don't be one of those people that I watched one time. We were hunting down southern tier, New York, and we literally saw a Honda Civic with a cow strapped on top of it. I don't know where they got their license, but you would think they'd know the difference between a brown deer and a black and white cow. You would have thought, anyway. And the fact that the horns were cut off, it was actually, dairy cows, so they cut the horns off so that they can get them into the stalls easier. They didn't think anything of it. Had it strapped to their
So
on the Honda Civic, and Honda
was a
Civic was
bull.
like riding on the ground. We drove by, saw it on the way, and could not hardly believe it. Took a
Oh,
picture. My uncle took a picture, and on the way back out, they were just down the road, just a little ways. Game warden, everybody's there. It looked almost like the game warden version of the SWAT team was there with them on the way back. It made the
well,
paper and
listen,
stuff.
I'm not a religious person, but I'll pray for you, CJ, because I'm sorry that you have to live in that cesspool of a fucking city.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. Fuck.
There are good people in New York City. There are
No,
a few
there's
good.
not. Don't you
No.
ever say
Well,
that.
well,
They don't
CJ lives in
Good
New
and New
York.
York, good
They
and New
don't
York
CJ lives
City
in New
does
York.
not belong in the same sentence.
CJ lives there. Mike Vapes lives there.
Mike doesn't live in New York. Mike lives outside. He lives in the suburbs.
That's true. He does live in the burbs.
Clinton Kelly lives in New York.
I lived there for a year. I hated every moment of it. I'm not a city person.
Well,
Makes
see,
sense.
Tim, you living there just proves the point. Because you're a jerk.
It's a terrible place to live. It really is. I hate it. I was getting to the point where I'd only get up in the middle of the night, hit street vendors' food that was out there, and that was it. To eat dinner. I just didn't want to be out and about in the daytime. Too many dead people.
Oh my god, I can't stand it when I go there.
I fucking hate that.
I'll go there for a concert, and fucking as soon as the show's over, I leave.
You're in
Get
I won't
Queens.
even
out of
go
the
for a
place as
concert,
soon as
bro.
possible.
You're braver than I am.
Yeah, it's not. It was exciting when I was younger. The first couple times I visited and checking things out that I'd never seen before.
It was nice when I was younger, and I went to the Statue of Liberty, went to the very top of the Empire State
Coney
Building,
Island. Coney Island.
and went on a
Yep.
battleship there.
Yep. Did all those things. Did all those.
That's the three things
Went
I
to
did when I was there.
I think my favorite memories where I watched quite a few shows at what do you call it? I watched Cats and a few of the other Broadway shows.
Yeah.
So that was actually the most fun I had the whole time there. But the Empire State Building was kind of cool, but I hated heights, so it's like not that great. The battleship was really cool, but I actually think it's just about as much fun because there's less people around to go to the one at go to the museum in Buffalo. I actually like the one in Buffalo better, just because you don't have to use it. I mean, you don't have a battleship.
Wait, what?
My
Not
The
they don't
Naval
have
Museum?
yeah, the Naval Museum. I actually like that.
We have a battleship. I
Yeah.
was just there. I was just there.
Oh, no,
yesterday.
that's right. They do. They do have the battleship there, but we couldn't get on the battleship when I was there the last time because the battleship there was something to do with repairs or something.
Oh yeah, they made it into a museum, but we do have a battleship.
I think that's what it was. Maybe that's what they're doing is making it. But there were things about New York, cool, but definitely a place for me to visit, not live.
The rat.
There are huge rats. They are huge. I mean, we do have big rats because we got the river rats and stuff here, and I've got them right here on the property because of the stream and the pond and everything. Those are
you can
bad,
never live in a city, let alone
but
New York.
but the river rats don't look as nasty and gnarly as the ones in the city. The ones in the city they look ominous. They just do. And grungy.
I can't do it.
I'm with you, Dutch.
They eat good. Yeah, that's true. Plenty of
400
garbage.
462 €462 for this heat pipe I want. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, those things are pricey.
But I haven't checked the dates yet. We're coming up on. We're going to do the single source again this month. I want to do another one of the seldom or never used flavors ones and a rework one over the next few weeks. The last Saturday of the month will be the single source. I'm going to do that last Saturday of every month because I think it'll be a way for people that they're tuning in and they haven't mixed before or looking to mix others recipes. They'll be able to just go to one place and pick everything up. They don't have to search all over God's creation to get all the flavors. I mean, it can be an all medicine flour. You can single source that. It doesn't matter what it is, just that way there they can grab them all in one place. And that hopefully that catches on. People will start to understand that because I think it'll be good for new mixers, especially hop in, want to mix something. You want a hippie recipe, single source. Hey, I just go to Bull City, I got it all. Now done. Versus, oh, hippie recipe. I've got to order directly from them, and I got to order overseas and to get that because hippie got it once when it was over here, but it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
I just mix VSO recipes because
That's one.
I don't have to go and dig through Bull City and find out if they have a flavor. And then by the time you make your recipe and the show airs, maybe Bull City doesn't have that fucking flavor anymore, and you run into a Graham situation.
I actually did that with one recipe. Remember, I mixed it the week of, and by the weekend, it was one of the flavors is no longer there when we did that single source on one of the recipes I did.
Oh
No,
yeah,
one of
I
them
remember
wasn't
that
all there.
because
It wasn't all there.
You just
It's like
overlooked
I double checked to make sure it was actually there, but while I was mixing the recipes,
It
less
was
than a week later.
the flavor in
wrong.
question was premium raspberry. You were like, yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I got it from Bull City. And then I went and looked because we were talking about it. And I was
They've
like, they
been
don't
out of it
fucking
for a
have it.
while.
Look. And I
Yeah,
even
but
shared my
I
screen and
believe
you
the
were like,
premium raspberry will be back. It must have been temporarily out of stock.
I don't
Yeah.
think they've ever had him, man. I've watched
they have.
Bull City for a while.
They have.
They
Never
did.
Get
had
from
that
them.
shit.
We just
Well,
got it from them.
It's not even listed anymore though.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
they've been
weird
taking
thing.
down listings lately. They have been taking down listings when some of them at least when they're out. I'm not
haven't
sure
even-
the reasoning why.
I haven't even spent my gift card on that at that
It
place.
might
Well-
be a situation where they're not 100% sure if they're going to get them in again. So instead of taking a chance, because
I think
when they order,
they must be completely out. I think they stay listed if, say, they still have gallons on hand, but they just have to rebottle more.
rebottle them. Yep. And if they're having
You
to
know
wait
what I
for the
mean?
order to come in, because that can take a while, because I'm pretty sure they do a drop ship type thing where they wait until they have
good
a
night,
full
Dusty.
order. Good night, Dusty.
Hey,
A
Dusty.
full order before they order from
No,
like
Dusty.
wherever they order overseas. They wait until they get a full order before they order. They're not going to order
Mhm.
small quantities.
Country
They're going to want to wait.
road, take me
Okay.
home.
Not really sure the exact logistics of it, but I think we'll see premium raspberry back. It'd be
Dusty
crazy not to.
belongs.
Dusty belongs. Good night, Dusty. All right, we're gonna start calling this for tonight, anyways. So, anybody else got any last minute recipes they want to mention? Are we all set?
Went over a lot.
I put a couple
Max.
in chat earlier.
Yep.
One of the most.
So I'm excited. I like cookies anyway, and it had been about a year. That's what Paul was saying, so it made sense to do it again. Like Steve was showing some from last year. That blueberry one that looked very Cassie inspired there with the blueberry and jam and the lot of creams. Like, that's like some Cassie would put together.
That's awesome, CJ.
I don't remember what inspired it.
Let us know. Let us know what ones you mixed. I mean, bring it up and mention it, like in chat in the future shows that are coming up here. Let me know what ones you mixed too of other people, so you can talk about them a little bit. It's also nice to come up on the end, like when they're in the end, we're not going over the actual profiles anymore. We can actually go over a few of them, and let people know how to, especially the ones you like. Try to celebrate more in the positives, ones you really like yourself, because flavors are subjective. So even if you don't like it, others might. Love cookies. Yeah, cookies is a good one. Cookies, custards, milkshakes, and
Cheesecakes.
cheesecakes. Those are my favorites. But I can get behind a good lemonade every now and then, or just some weird mixes of sometimes. And occasionally, I do like the savory to play around, like Rocky quite often comes up with.
I gotta mix one before the weekend's over of something different and weird that I came up with yesterday while I was out and about. Guanabana colada.
Damn you, hippie, and your blue falcon. That already says. You got lemon crumble from Cap from Rocky. Crumble cookie from Cap at 3. Creamy vanilla from Cap at 1. Lemon drop from Cap at 3. Smooth custard from Cap at 2. Sugar cookie V2 from Cap at 2.5, and super sweet from Cap at 0.5. So it's all Cap recipe. Those lemon cookies are soft. These lemon cookies are soft, buttery, and chewy. They're topped with a tangy lemon curd, smooth lemon cream twist, perfect for the perfect finish.
I'm gonna make a
Very interesting
fucking.
swirl.
I'm gonna try to make a peanut brittle recipe soon. I'm just gonna name it Finisher.
I think that's
Finisher.
another one that I have saved to try eventually, but I would have.
Yeah, bro.
I think I would have to use regular sugar cookie instead of V2.
Just a question of steep time, mostly between. They're not night and day different. Pretty
Hey,
close.
you're late.
Thank you. You're late.
I got a couple Cap V2s recently that just kind of came thrown in that big box of flavors.
won't even talk about the Cat V2s. That was one of those ones where I ordered, forgot to put an ELR, ordered again, forgot to put an ELR, didn't realize I ordered last time from both Noms and Bull City, so I had 2 more coming. So I think I got like 3 or 4 bottles of it.
Oh.
Tiny bottles. Yep. All right. So Hippie, you gonna be doing any videos this week, or are you not sure yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my pineapple ginger lemonade recipe.
Ooh,
Yeah. Now I'll probably put out that either tomorrow or Monday.
sounds really good. The kitty and the real hippies in the background, everybody, if anyone's wondering.
Oh, he's looking at me now.
No, he made eye contact. I
Yeah.
had both my work kitties harassing me today. And let's see, only other person would be well, no, 2 people. Steve-O.
Yeah, Wednesdays.
Admit,
I might, if I can figure out how to record it, I might post an unboxing video for the Squonk mod that I have coming. Or I
ooh,
don't know, I might just wait to show it off till the live. I don't
That's
know
the one that you ordered for yourself, right? Your clean date.
Yeah, it came early.
Fuck yeah.
nice.
Good shit,
Super
man.
nice. That's awesome. Sorry I missed your live this week. After Cassie's excursion, I crashed hard.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I mean, it's up there, you know.
Yeah, but I
People
do
can watch
enjoy
it
watching.
whenever they want.
I
I
will
know.
be watching
I
it.
mean, I like having everybody there, but it's still. I know people still catch the replays. People enjoy them.
I got home and the needy bunny wanted a nap, and
Hmm,
I couldn't resist the nap once I laid down with her. It was done. That's
I
how
get
cold.
it.
Woke up long enough for Benny and stayed a little while after, and then we went and crashed again.
Yep. Thought I was gonna be up in time, but it doesn't. Bob, what about you? What are you gonna be playing this week?
I bought a new indie game, Fallen Aces. It's this like first person like crime game, like mafia, and it's like all cartoony and everything. It's fucking sweet looking. So hell yeah, that came out on Friday, so I picked it up. I'll be playing it tomorrow, and then I got Shadow of the Erd Tree on Friday, which I am super excited for. This fucking Elden Ring was one of the best games I've ever played. So hell yeah, that's what I got
Still
going.
finishing up the season stuff for the everything going on, and finally getting to the max camo thing, the last camo. But what did they got? Do they got a release date possibly for the beta for the new Black Ops?
August, sometime in
August.
August. Yeah.
Okay. Got a little
They
time then.
have they have COD next. I think it's August 14th, and they usually put the beta out like a few days after that.
And I know we're gonna have another season left by the looks of it because we are capped at under 1,000.
6 seasons, so there's 2 more.
Okay. I was gonna say we cap at like 850, and when it's finished, it'll be 1,000. So we got at least another 150 levels to
No,
be
it'll be
unlocked.
1250, I think. Will
Be
be
1,250. Oh, it's over 1,000. But yeah. Okay. Well, I was trying to figure that out because I was looking at the other. Crap, there's gonna be overlap between these 2 games
No.
with the beta.
Oh yeah, with the beta, but they put the beta out like 2 months before the game even releases.
So if anybody's interested in some gaming, go over and watch Bob. I have thrown some up on my other channel a few times, but it's not very often. Occasional. I don't know. I don't talk much when I play. I get really zoned in, as anybody who's watching me play understands that. So it's not exactly as entertaining.
Either he gets
I do
zoned
the same
in
thing.
or he gets really pissed off and starts swearing a lot.
Yeah, neither one is something that I want to really put
Oh,
on video.
welcome to what happened to me the other day, dude. I played Call of Duty for like an hour, and I was like, why the fuck can't I hit anything? Guess why? Because fucking Call of Duty did some weird update and fucking changed my mouse sensitivity in the game. So I was just off on all my
Oh
shots.
yes,
Wondering why.
yes, they did do that. They changed a few settings and changed
Oh,
things. They screwed up a couple settings.
Drove me fucking crazy. I was
Yeah,
losing
that.
my mind playing that game.
All right, so with that, we'll head out of here, guys, and enjoy your rest of your weekend. I'll see some of you on Monday. We're going to be doing pound cakes and yellow cakes on Monday. I noted the X. Tuesday is the L episode for Hippie.
Oh yeah.
Not just Bob's episode, but it's the Hippie episode because he's the most excited, I think, of everyone. L episode. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we got the L episode coming up, and then yeah, I got to put up the other ones. Wednesday will be Benny Vapes. Be on there again. We are going to have our special guest Adam from
Ryan.
Ryan. Oh yeah, Ryan from thinking of the Flavora guy. Okay, so we got yeah, Ryan from Esig, Esig shop, going to be on again, and no, never know. It's possible we might have another special guest that I might have a little deal with it if we can get it to happen. It might be even more fun than you think. So it might be a fun one to tune into.
If
Oh.
we're even there, because it's going to be really tight trying to get back for after my appointment Wednesday.
This is true, but even if we're not there, that doesn't mean that the guest would. Yeah, so it can be a fun one next Wednesday. I'm actually looking forward. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh my God, Bob.
And have a happy Father's Day.
They brought it up. They just
I
finished.
mean,
Happy Father's Day to everybody else.
Yep.
All the dads
Happy
out
Father's
there.
Day.
yeah, all the
Even
dads
if
out
you're
there.
not a father and you got a little fur thing.
Yeah, I was gonna
Little
say
man.
Still a
fur,
dad.
scaly, whatever, something you love and take care of.
Why little
Yep.
man's not here tonight? 'Cause I'm gonna scoop him up tomorrow.
Even if you have a sadistic kitty that has a really strange on button for violence, like someone we know.
And if you're not a father, just remember, even if it's on her face, it's still counted as her watching the kid.
And on that note, we're gonna hop out of here. Hippie, you got anything special to say? I mean, you did. It is like we're really excited you're here. Like super excited. You did. I mean, thank you for
talk
coming
us out?
on.
You want me to
What?
talk us out?
You can.
Got filled with adamantium, dude.
Yeah, you can talk us out, Hippie. We're just. I'm just thrilled that you're doing so much better.
Well,
You're
thank you.
already up and about.
Well, I hope everybody has a groovy ass weekend. Happy Father's Day. And don't forget, everybody, peace, love, and
Yeah.
harmony, everybody. Later, y'all.
Bye. Good, Bob.
Nah, go.